Hey, hey, Soul Tribe. Mel, Intuitive Coach here. Excited to bring in another Soul Saturday session. Today we have officially entered the Lionsgate portal, the 8-8 gateway, and I am called to sit with you today and share about this incredible energy that is showing up for each and every one of us. I want to help you step fully into this portal and harness the energy that it has to offer. So this is more than an energy portal. It is a cosmic activation, a mirror, a rebirth, a roar from our higher selves, reminding us of who we truly are. So every year around July 26th, this portal opens up and fully peaks on the 8th of August. It is when the sun is in Leo and the star Sirius, also known as our spiritual sun, rises in alignment with the Earth and Orion's belt. So what does that mean in human language? Basically, it means that the veils are thin. DNA activations are occurring. Intuitive upgrades are happening. Heart-centered clarity is taking place, and soul memory is stirring up within each and every one of us. Now, I happen to love Leo's energy. I may be a bit biased. Leo is my rising sign. So drop in the comment section below. Let me know where Leo is at in your chart. Now, if anything, I feel like we can all use a little bit of Leo's energy from time to time because it brings with it a very bold, very radiant, very courageous vibe. And it also rules the heart. So this portal wants to wake up your heart fire. It wants to remove the walls, the fears, the old programming that says that you're too much or that you're not enough or that you can't, right? You are rewriting the story that may have played out in the past. I feel like that's what this portal is guiding you to do, is to let go of, the old to make way for new. So today we are going to explore, what is this Lion's Gate asking of us? I will be pulling some themed cards. I will clarify with the tarot. We're going to take a look at how to align with the energies here and steps that you can take to embody your next evolution. So the number 8 in itself is the infinity symbol, right? Which represents limitless potential. It amplifies the powers, right? The 8 is often seen as an abundance code, which can bring in wealth. It can bring in, abundance in any and all areas. But what the message is more about is alignment, right? It's soul wealth, living in integrity with your truth. That's what this portal is all about. Now, Sirius, the star that is rising now, it has been revered by ancient cultures for centuries, including the Egyptians as a bringer of divine knowledge and wisdom. So its light penetrates the ego and activates the soul, right? Penetrates the ego and activates the soul. So basically, this portal is like a sacred key, but Soul Tribe, here's the secret. You have to walk through the door. Now, here are a few ways that you can activate this Lion's Gate energy. So you might want to take notes or really take with you what resonates, what stands out at this time. So get clear, right? Number 1, get clear on what it is that you truly want. What do you really want to experience more of in this life? Not just the surface level stuff, right? What does your soul crave? What does your heart crave? Then journal it, speak it, declare it. Number 2, clean out the energetic clutter. I don't know about you guys, but I have had these bursts of wanting to clear out the physical, right? And maybe that's a prerequisite for this portal, as I have been cleaning out my drawers, my closet, my bookshelves, my refrigerator. So some of you may be called to purge or to detox. So right now, release what no longer resonates. This is a portal of higher frequency, and to hold more light, we must let go of the weight. What fears, patterns, or relationships are asking to be released? Now, I'm going to share with you before I dive in to the next one. I want to share with you some of the symptoms, because some of the symptoms are actually happening right now as I am delivering this message here. Now, some of you may be having energy upgrades and feeling it in your ears. Maybe you feel like you are underwater. For some of you, there could even be like clicking or like popping in the ears. For others of you, you may feel like you're tripping over your words. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like my tongue is all twisted up, where the downloads, the information is coming in so quickly that I'm having a hard time keeping up. So I'm sure to carry like a notepad with me, or maybe you have a note app on your phone. I sometimes text or like speak voice speech into my phone app, because sometimes the messages come through so quickly. And with these intuitive downloads, I feel like a lot is coming through for you. So those could be some of the symptoms. Some of you may feel like you want to release, let go, and even move the body. So that leads us into number 3. Connect to the heart and the body through movement, through sound, breath work, meditation, anything that connects you to your heart. Lately, I have been listening to more music and moving my body in more of a sensual way. I have been listening to Hosier lately, which I love Hosier, but he's not typically the one that is showing up at the top of my playlist. And so you may find yourself listening to like Portishead or, Hosier, or slowing down type of music, or maybe you're listening to, some faster upbeat music and moving through ecstatic dance. Trust in your body's wisdom. So anything that connects you to your heart center and grounds the light codes into your body. Something else that I really enjoy doing is getting out on my paddleboard and disconnecting, and just connecting with, disconnecting from the outside noise of the city and dropping into nature, right? Dropping into the trees and the earth and the green all around me and the birds singing, and just being at one with Mother Earth. So listen to what your body wants at this time, because that's going to help anchor in this energy. Now, number 4, be open to receive through downloads, dreams, synchronicities, and soul nudges, because that's what's coming through at this time, and it is powerful. This is a time of alignment and divine communication where the veil is thin. Some of you are even connecting to loved ones that have crossed over. You may be dreaming of pets that have crossed over even. Trust what you feel, even if you don't understand it. Some of you are going to have some of the most profound, vivid dreams that you've ever had. And I suggest writing it down. Now, some of these dreams, if you are able to remember, which I feel some of you will, because that's how profound they will be, you are going to feel the impact of a dream for hours and maybe even days afterwards. Now, some of you, this is also about your daydreams. You're receiving downloads while you're driving, while you are in the shower, while you are cooking, while you're doing the dishes. You may be filled with inspiration, bursts of energy, bursts of momentum, because that's what this fire energy is all about. Reigniting that passion within, sparking something deep within your soul. So whatever it is that you are wanting more of in your world, right? Maybe you want more love, more connection, more desire, more joy, more pleasure. This is the time to fully step through that portal and say yes, be open to receiving. So before we dive into the cards, if you can safely do so, I want you to place your hands over your heart, soul tribe. Take a deep breath and just whisper to yourself or repeat after me. I am open. I am ready. I am willing to become who I came here to be. This portal doesn't ask for perfection, right? It asks for courage. It asks for truth. It asks for you to remember that your light was never meant to be dimmed. All right, so now let's see what the Lionsgate has in store for you, Soul Tribe. Let's look at some key themes. I'm going to grab that card one moment. All right, this one flew off of the table, Soul Tribe. It is milestones. This is the energy here of accomplishments, victory, promotions. It is about achievement and success. And I'm getting a 6 of Wands energy here, where this is a time of recognition. This is a time of you being seen, being heard, being noticed. And I see that there's personal accomplishments showing up here in your life. Some of you, these are going to be, soulful confidence that maybe even land in your career sector, right? Maybe this is family dynamics. So let's dive in and take a look at milestones. Let's clarify what milestones means for you. All right, Spirit, what does milestones mean for Soul Tribe at this time? All right. Ooh, yeah. You are coming out of the stories, right? The stories that we feel trapped in. That is a big win. So yes, a lot of these are, internal, right? Big wins internally here. You've been patient. I feel like you've done a lot of planning here when it comes to your next moves. And I have a feeling that this portal is empowering you. You have the Lionsgate, the yellow energy of the solar plexus chakra. This is big. This is activating your sense of, worth, right? This is also the seat of the ego. And I feel like you are stepping into more of your hopes than your fears, because the 8 of Swords can be trapped in fear. But when it's partnered with milestones, this tells me that you are no longer letting your fears hold you back. I would say that's a win, right? That is a win. So the 8 of Swords is the stories that we tell ourselves, especially in the mind. This is about you saying, wait a second, instead of feeling hopeless, I'm feeling hopeful. Instead of feeling like I am caged, here I'm holding the key and I'm unlocking here this new portal, this new timeline. You are shifting, you're shifting into making choices and being gifted invitations and opportunities that are helping you align more with the version of you that you want to become. And I don't feel like you want to be this version of yourself any longer. If you have felt trapped in the confinements of your own mind, that's not fun. I've been there before, right? And I'm sure at some point I will be there again. But the important thing is that we recognize when we start to fall back into old patterns, when we start to fall back into old defense mechanisms or old roles that no longer serve us. We can catch ourselves, and we hold the key at all times. So that is a big win. Now you have here the 7 of Pentacles, patience and planning. So I feel like you have come a long way here in the physical material world. Some of you, this has to do with your health, your body. This has to do with your earthly possessions, your home, maybe your career, your money. And I feel like you have hit some milestones, or you are about to. This portal, also known as the abundance portal, right, is activating some big wins in the material world that do align with your integrity, that align with your truth. So this tells me that your patience and planning is going to pay off. Right? Some of you may be shifting directions, okay? And that's okay to do. There may have been divine detours, and you are asked to step through this portal, literally the solar plexus. I love it. So you are being asked to step through this portal fearlessly, right? It's not the absence of fear, but it is fearless, right? Telling fear to jump in the back seat. Fear, you can come along, right? You can be helpful from time to time. Fear tells us not to step into oncoming traffic, right? Fear tells us not to touch the stove. But fear can also keep us frozen, right? Keep us frozen to the things that we are truly meant to explore. Let's get another themed energy here for you, Soul Tribe. If you guys are liking the reading, please hit the thumbs up. Feel free to share, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Authenticity. I love it. There's another theme around this portal. This is about your unique vision, not the vision that society says you should have, not the vision that your parents say you should have, right? Not the vision that you may have even thought was best for you 20 years ago, right? This is about you getting honest with yourself now and saying, is that vision true for me? Is this what my soul wants, or am I still living out an old story? This is about you really diving into that inner self and saying, what is my truth? This is about you being comfortable in your own skin, which we have body talk coming up next. So for some of you, this has to do with health. All right. Health to me is wealth. Health is something that we should not take for granted, because our bodies are our temple, right? It's where we show up in this earthly plane. So it's important to take care of our bodies, physically, mentally, spiritually. This is about genuine offers. This is about you being a genuine individual. I feel like you are very kind. You are very helpful. And that part of you is not going to change, but you can make sure that you're not carrying stuff that's not yours, right? Make sure that you are taking care of the parts of you that need taken care of. Because as they say, when you're on the plane, put that face mask on yourself before you help your partner. Because what good are you if, you don't have anything to give, right? And so I feel like there's a real part of you that is shining through. You have a real dream. You have a real vision. You have real talents here, Soul Tribe. And you're asked to not doubt that beautiful self of yours. Don't dim your light. Don't let these insecurities, don't let this diminished power hold you back. Your solar plexus here is activated. Some of you may have even suffered from gut issues, right? You've heard of the gut as our second brain. I feel like you are healing that part of you. You're listening to your gut instincts, right? This is a powerful, authentic energy that is blossoming within you. And it may feel a little bit foreign, right? But I feel like it is honest, it is truthful, and it is going to pave the way for more of that heart-centered energy to take place in your life. Now, let's clarify here. Let's get a tarot card. Spirit, what do we need to know about authenticity? I'm hearing the name here, Luciel. Maybe that's someone's last name. Maybe Lucy is the short name of it. I'm getting, it feels like Luciell, Luciel. Is that even a name? If you guys know what that means or if it resonates, let me know. I would love to hear it. All right, we have the 9 of Wands and the heart chakra. Look at the heart coming up. Beautiful. So the 9 of Wands feels at times like we're holding the weight of the world up. And this is about spiritual strength, knowing that you're not alone. That's what's coming up here with authenticity. There's something here you have been praying about, you've been asking for, and this portal is reigniting that sense of bravery, allowing you to take that breath and release, maybe even release a breath you didn't even realize that you were holding on to. This is about you allowing yourself to reset the nervous system. I've been talking a lot about this because I feel like we are in a day and age where our nervous system is stuck in fight or flight. Our adrenals are fatigued. We are tired, right? We are tired. And now is the time. This is the most important time to step into this higher consciousness, to take care of ourselves, to live a soulful, aligned life, right? Based in truth, based in authenticity, knowing that you have some sort of spiritual strength helping you out. Trust, right? Trust is so big, and you actually have trust showing up here on this card as well. So the heart chakra here, this is about you making some choices. Some of these choices may feel a bit difficult. I'm getting lover's vibe here. Now, these could be choices around, family dynamics. Some of you may feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Some of you feel like it is your duty to lean into this energy over here, maybe taking care of someone, or it could even be, staying in this energy because that's what you've known, that's what you are subjected to, or that's part of what you had signed up for. But is it what your heart truly wants? And I see here that you're surrendering. You are releasing here and saying, okay, what is my divine blueprint, right? What is it that my soul wants me to remember? Because as we navigate through this earthly plane, especially, as we mature, as we grow, I like to call this spiritual amnesia, where we tend to forget our magic, right? We tend to forget our purpose, our divine blueprint, and you have access here to tap into it. Some of you may be doing some Akashic records work. You may be doing some deep soul revival. Okay, maybe you are working on meditating and you're connecting to your ancestors, your spirit guides. It feels like there's a lot of spiritual energy and strength showing up for you to help you fully open up and activate this heart center, instead of feeling like you have to make a choice that doesn't really sit well with you. I feel like that's part of the ego that is shifting here, saying, drop the burden, drop the weight. That's not yours to take on, right? It's not yours to take on. What does your heart want? So let's look at body talk here. Body talk is showing up as a key theme. This is about self-love. It is about exercise, mental health, body image, and chakra healing. Because we have two chakras here, the solar plexus and the heart, these may be big chakras that you are focusing on at this time. Maybe even wearing more yellow, getting out and getting that vitamin D. Some of you could be wearing green, working with green or yellow crystals, eating fruits or vegetables that hold those colors. I'm also getting here, breaking out of routines or comfort zones. That's the suggestion I like to give when we are resetting or rebalancing the solar plexus, is start to do things that shake up your routine. So for example, start small. You can tie your shoe, tie the opposite shoe than normal, right? Sit at a different spot at your dinner table. Order a new item on the menu than you normally do. Start small, brush your teeth with the opposite hand, the non-dominant hand. So by signaling to the universe that you are ready for change, that you're shaking things up here a bit, is going to feel like you are opening yourself up to feeling more empowered, like you have more of a choice here, that you don't have to stay in this comfort zone because that's what you've been doing for day one. Now, some of you may be saying, well, Mel, if it's working, why would I stop doing it? And I'm not saying that. If something is working for you, keep doing it, right? But what this does is it signals to the universe, if something is not working, then you have the power to make change, right? You have the power to shift the energy here. So start small, because you never know. There's a huge invitation, I feel, that is inviting you into this victory, this milestone. So when it comes to the body, let's clarify, what do you need to know about the body? And we talked a little bit about the gut. We talked a bit about the heart chakra. I feel like a lot of you are recentering, rebalancing, resetting the nervous system. You have the Fool, new beginnings. So body talk, listen to the body. Some of you have the opportunity to fully recover from something that has set you back. All right. This could even be financial. Even though the body talk is showing up, this could be financial stress, right? It can be a relationship, some sort of ending or some sort of rock bottom or struggle or challenge that you have gone through, that you have asked for spiritual strength, whatever this is for you. It's going to be different for each and every one of you, but I feel like your body has been affected, because that's what happens when we hang on to energy, or when we don't fully allow it to process in the ways that it's meant to process, when we suppress, when we deny, when we're not living our soul's truth, it manifests in our body. And I feel like because you are shifting here on a cellular level, because there are DNA upgrades that are happening, you have the ability to step into the full, right? To step in. And I see that there's a bit of nervousness. There may be some unknowns, but you are asked, Soul Tribe, to trust. You are being asked to trust in this path ahead, to take this leap of faith, because I definitely see here that there is a new beginning rising up to meet you. That's what this portal is all about. Let's get one more here for the Fool. One more for the Fool. You have the Ace. I love your outcome energies here. So this is about your body saying, all right, this feels good. I feel this in my gut. This aligns with my heart. My heart feels warm. My body feels lighter. I'm able to take that breath. I'm able to breathe again. I don't feel so restricted. I'm able to, show up in a way that feels more carefree. You have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is passion ignited. This is that Leo energy, that fire. So there is this passion that is stirring up within you that is activating a new beginning. So Soul Tribe, if you are listening, if you are here, know this, that there is a milestone coming in. There is a personal win for you. Not that you are gloating from a place of ego, but this is feeling good. This is something you've earned because you've worked hard, right? You have put in the effort, the energy to take accountability here and continue creating a life that you love, continuing to make choices that are aligned with your heart and with your truth. So there may be things that are falling to the wayside. There may be contracts that you have outgrown. There may be relationship dynamics or old things that maybe you once enjoyed that you may find yourself leveling up in some way. Don't get trapped in fear. I don't feel like you're going to, not with spiritual strength here, but know that you have the ability to overcome anything as long as you surrender to this, right? Surrender to your truth, step into authenticity. Get honest with yourself about areas in your life that you're not completely satisfied in, and don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to show up for yourself. So that is what I have for you, Soul Tribe. I hope this resonates. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and drop in the comment section below, how it resonates with you. What new beginnings are being stirred up? What passion are you ready to bring to life? Thank you again for being here. Lots of love.